Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your reading for November 18th to the 30th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. We're going to jump right into it, Cancer. Cancer, we need to talk, okay? This is going to be a big week for you, or the last 2 weeks of November. You, out of all the signs, are possibly going to go through one of the biggest changes. It is really big. We are truly entering this life changing, new beginning, new era. You see Pluto moving into Aquarius. Yeah, we're on the brink of the age of Aquarius. This is a defining time, but it definitely is going to have a really big impact on you. And so is Sagittarius season. You see, we're moving into that. Mercury's going retrograde. So let's get started. Here's the thing. Before we even get started, I want to remind you of something, Cancer. And I talked about this in my like on Instagram or something, but I didn't say it in your weekly forecast. But I want to remind you, up until Thursday, you've got the Sun and Mars in mutual reception. Okay, so they're not aspecting each other at all for the first week, but they're in each other's signs. And so they're boosting each other. It's like this conducive energy. They're giving you strength and ambition, willpower, right? Where there's a will, there's a way. So they're kind of like really working with each other here, okay? Kind of like your Romeo and Michelle, or Harry and Sally, Mork and Mindy, however you want to see it. They are making this really great tag team, okay? To give you great ambition, great power. However, the thing is, if you're not doing anything with this power, you're going to miss out on these moments. So please use this. Use it up until Thursday, okay? Remember, Mars is in Leo. We're still in Scorpio season. That's your second and fifth house. So there's something here where it's all about building this self-confidence, self-worth. Money could be a big thing for you. Money, maybe you're expanding your family. Maybe there's something happening with family. Maybe there's something with a creative project that you're working on, okay? Something that you are wanting to maybe like have a second income stream, passive income, whatever it is. Maybe even get a raise. There's so much happening for you. Please take advantage of it, okay? Now, Monday, November 18th, we got Mercury opposite Jupiter and the Sun trine Neptune. This is such a wacky day. Such a wacky day, but it is very interesting in the way that it's kind of like this kismet energy, because it's almost like something that happens to say is going to show you what's possible for you. Remember, the big picture. I've been talking about this, all right? Big time, okay? You got Mercury in, again, I'm not even going to get into it, but just Mercury opposite Jupiter in itself. There may be something that happens this day, or something said to you, okay? And it may not even be in a tactful way. But what it does is it builds this fire inside. You're like, you know what? I'm going to show you, okay? It could be something as simple and basic as you walking into like Home Goods or a TJ Maxx, and you see a big old sign that says, "You got this, girl." And you're like, yeah, I do. Yeah, I got this. And it just ignites something in you, because the Sun will trine Neptune that day. This aspect is going to propel you to go for your dreams, to think big, okay? You're going to have a Billy Elliot moment, right? Becoming that dancer, that ballet dancer. This is all about compassion. It's spirituality. It's this big emphasis on the arts. Go get inspired. Go see a ballet. Go see some interpretive dance. Go to a museum. Go to a rock show. Just be inspired. Inspire yourself and dream big on this day. Okay, so I actually like this day, because you're gonna say, "Hell, you know what? I am gonna be the that ballet dancer at the end. I'm gonna make that happen. Okay, I'm gonna dream big and pave that way." So use this now. Tuesday, November 19th, another big date. Okay. Obviously, Pluto is moving into Aquarius, but before we even get there, there's something that's happening that I rarely have time to talk about all the aspects, right? I give you the major, minor aspects. I got to tell you something here, Cancer. Chiron. This is Tuesday, November 19th, okay? Remember, the North Node, the point of fate and destiny, is in Aries, in your 10th house of fame. Your career, public recognition, your reputation, honors, achievements, okay? So even if you're not here for a career, what do you want to be known for? What are you exerting your energy that you want to be known for? That's here. for a few more months. And remember, Chiron, the wounded healer, is in Aries as well. Chiron went retrograde in July. He's going to be activated today, November 19th. He's going to trine Mercury. This is going to be the first of 3 trines for the rest of the year until the end of the year. And you know that's just a month. That's just a month, okay? So around this time, you're going to feel this significant healing process when it comes to your reputation, to career, to fame, to all of that, okay? Everything I mentioned earlier, this is all about working with wounds, healing, having solutions. And if it's not you, it could be someone that's close to you, someone you know. Mercury is connecting you here, allowing you to communicate, healing words, okay? Speaking these words into existence, all right? Be a lamp or a lifeboat or a ladder. Help someone's soul heal. Thank you, Rumi, 13th century poet, okay? And don't be afraid to go deep if this is you, okay? The way that you want to be seen. This is going to be big, okay? Now, something around April 2024, when we had the total solar eclipse, right? The new moon total solar eclipse in Aries, something could be linked to that here, all right? You may feel some movement around November 19 with something coming up, but remember, it's a trine. It is very auspicious, okay? So in 2025, you're going to look back to this day and you're going to say, this is the day where my soul's journey, my healing journey, the healing process began, because Chiron is at 19 degrees, okay? On the 19th, 1 + 9 = 10. We all know that. We do math. That's wholeness. But guess what? Guess what else it is? It's the end of a cycle. It equates to 1, okay? So this new chapter, this new beginning for you that starts with the day that Pluto moves into Aquarius at 0 degrees. So you got 1 and 0 for that wholeness, okay? But Pluto in Aquarius at 0 degrees, the degree of new beginnings. And Pluto was going to be in Aquarius for 19 years. This is going to be a big new beginning for you, and it's going to be major. And the reason I say that for you, particularly Cancer, Cancer rising, Cancer moon, is because Pluto moving into Aquarius for 19 years, that's your 8th house. That is your 8th house, okay? You're going to feel this strongly when it comes to love, when it comes to partnerships, a business, when it comes to money, shared resources, finances, taxes, all of that. Okay, that's what Pluto in Aquarius. Pluto is at home. Pluto rules the 8th house. So for 19 years, you're going to feel this. Pluto is empowerment. But remember what I've always said. Pluto is a planet that says, are you going to fear me or are you going to own me? And so this is your time, okay? And I'm going to leave. Listen, I'm not going to spend too much time with Pluto in Aquarius because I've talked about it for a lot, okay? I'll leave the link in the description box more about Pluto in Aquarius for you, Cancer, okay? On when I did that video, because Pluto was dipping in and out. And he's no longer doing that. He's no longer teasing us. It's official. This is it, okay? The first time in 250 years Pluto's been in Aquarius. Nobody on this planet has experienced Pluto in Aquarius, but we know what it is, okay? It's this radical energy. It's the snake shedding its skin. It's Capricorn skin. It's leaving Capricorn for the last time, okay? Well, in our lifetime too. So this is transformation. This is rebirth. This is regeneration. This is a force of change, right? You have no idea how much Pluto in Aquarius is going to have an impact on your life, okay, for 19 years. And you're going to be having cycles within cycles, okay, because, again, it's happening in your 8th house. What is the 8th house? It is death and rebirth. It is transformation. You're going to be going through a lot of big changes of empowerment, okay? This is going to be big. I want you to pay attention to this because listen, I remember when Pluto was in Sagittarius, okay? Think about the turn of the century from 2000. I mean, it was there longer, but just think from like from 2000 to 2008. That was big because it was a stark difference from 2008 to now, all right? From 2008 till now, you probably had a lot of focus on partnerships, on relationships, and that can be business, that can be love, that can be whatever one-on-one commitments mean for you. You could have been evolving in some way in that area, and now 8th house, it's still, there's other people involved here, okay? But it is a big time for you, this new era. Yes, I said it, the new era, the age of Aquarius. We're on the brink of it. And why is this a new era? Because Pluto in Aquarius is, like I said, radical. It's genius energy. It's innovative, but above all, it's people. Aquarius is all about the people, humanity. So Pluto being power, power to the people, all right, to the masses, to humanity, to the everyday person, not corporations, not government, none of that, okay? That was Pluto in Capricorn. We're moving into the Pluto in Aquarius is all about the people. I mean, think about it. There are 8 billion people on this planet. Only a fraction, 0.0000001%, only a fraction, a handful of people have dictated how we're supposed to live our lives, okay? What our world should be like. Not anymore. Not anymore. This is going to the people now. That is going to shift. That's going to shift. There's this imbalance that the people are going to have the power now, okay? So not only is this part of your transformation, but this is you and the role you play in humanity to the greater good, how you contribute, okay? And you're going to feel this 8th house energy, unbelievable, enormous change. You're going to feel this sense of empowerment, okay? It's going to be big, all right? And then remember, I talked about 2025. Wow, that's going to be, we're moving into fire and air. We've been in earth and water signs for a long time now. Fire and air, with the planets moving into fire and air. Oh my good, that's a lot of that's freedom, okay? That's what Aquarius is. It's freedom. It's a lot more movement, okay? So go ahead and get your Pluto tattoos. Name your kid Pluto. It's got to be a big part of your life in terms of transformation, okay? Now, November 21st, we officially move into Sagittarius season. So you got Mercury and the Sun here for the next 4 weeks. You are going to be adventure seeking, thrill seeking. You're definitely going to be traveling. But here's the thing. You're going to get a lot busier, all right? Because this is all your 6th house energy. So your everyday routines, maybe new assignments coming in, maybe new contracts, maybe new clients. Work is a big part of this, all right? But in the end, it is seeking wisdom. And again, remember what I said, freedom too, okay? There's that sense of that, but just seeing the big picture for yourself. You're going to have a lot of shifts in the way that you see things. There may be some contracts too, some legal matters that are coming up around this time. Not in a bad way. I'm just saying that's going to happen. But you got the Sun sextile on Pluto the day that we move into Sagittarius season. So we enter it with a bang. Very different from moving into Scorpio season. Very different, okay? So this is the very first aspect Pluto is going to have at 0 degrees. Please take advantage of this. You got the Sun in Sagittarius now. You got Pluto in Aquarius now. How fun is it to say that? How fun is it to say that? It's so different from the energies we've been experiencing. Remember what I said, fire and air work really well together. And this is a sextile, so this is a blessing, especially for finances for you, especially for love for you, relationships, you being a powerful powerhouse of empowerment. You could even get a lot of big support from authorities. There's, inheritance, investments, bonuses, commissions, loans, paying off debts, joint bank accounts, royalties, all of that. Really big energy for you, okay? Now, Friday, November 22nd, Venus moves. Venus is 6 like Saturn. This is huge. This is really big because Saturn brings that stability, that authority, okay? So you could feel like you're feeling more of an authority when it comes to everything that Venus rules, everything that you desire, things that bring you pleasure, love, money, creativity, all of that, building structure in a long-term sense. With Saturn here, remember, he's all about that stability, in it to win it for the long haul. So at this point, you're going to be prioritizing your sense of security. And with this kind of aspect, you're not messing around. You're not, we got Venus in Capricorn, Saturn, Capricorn's ruler. You're definitely building structure. Now, Monday, we're moving into the last week, November 25th, we got Mercury retrograde in Sagittarius. So if you're a cross watcher, and I encourage you to read for your rising and your moon to get the full picture of your horoscope, of your forecast. If you are reading for your rising, your moon, or even for your child, your husband, your best friend, whoever it is, your mom, it doesn't matter. Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces are going to feel this retrograde the most, okay? I talk about this in your monthly forecast. I'm not going to go too much into it, but again, it is all about reassessing things, reevaluating things, restructuring, so you can see the big picture for you. Think about working on a jigsaw puzzle, right? You can't figure it out. Sagittarius doesn't like complicated things. Makes things easy. All you got to do is pull back. Remember, pull back. See the full picture, okay? Bringing in logic, rationale, all of that, okay? Looking at things from a different perspective. Everything will click. And as you know, with Mercury retrogrades, yes, there are mishaps with communication, travel, technology, things like that. You've gone through Mercury retrograde. I don't have to go through that with you. Again, like, just when you're aware that there's a possibility things could go a little sideways, then it doesn't have that big of an impact on you, okay? Now, the other thing is, and we're going to talk about this more in December, but the fact that Mercury is retrograde in a fire sign, you got Mars in shadow in a fire sign that's just about to go retrograde. Stay frosty, be cool. Okay, that's all I gotta say. We're gonna talk because it can feel like sludgy energy, but we'll talk about more in December. Now the other thing is November 27th. Oh yeah, and now we got the Sun trine Mars. Okay, now we got that aspect. Sun in Sagittarius, Mars and Leo. These two fire signs. You got rocket boosters here. You got big old rocket boosters. There's something happening with money for you. If you're not here for money, there's something happening with your confidence, self-worth, things that you value, things that you're worth, as in like not undervaluing yourself. Okay. It's like, nope, I'm worth this much money. I'm going to be paid for this. You got the sun blasting all this life force energy, by the way, the planet of action into your life. You're going to feel alive, driven, okay? Something in this life or on this day you're going to definitely look forward to, okay? Doors opening for you, all right? Maybe even you opening that door because Mars is action, inspired action. With the sun, optimism. You got the sun in the heart of your spread last week, Cancer, okay? Use this energy, all right? This is, by the way, on something you're already working on, okay? This is not something, by the way, that's like launching something new. This is a ramp to it because remember, the last day of November, November 30th, we have the new moon in Sagittarius. A lot of new things. So consider the Sun trine Mars, this ramp up, okay? You could feel this immense progress. In some ways, a breakthrough, all right? Remember, Mars is also physicality. You got the sun, the vitality. You're going to feel physically just this endurance as well. Okay. Mars and Leo. Remember, I've talked about this sex drive energy. So if that matters to you, this is a day to just be mindful of that. Also, happy Thanksgiving to anybody that lives in the United States of America. Let's get started, Cancer. Let's see what's going on for you. For the last 2 weeks of November, as you know, it's going to be really big. Let's see what's going on for you for November 18th to the end of the month. Oh, look what flipped over. Oh, you know what? So, I intuitively am thinking that if that shows up in your spread, then we're obviously going to talk about it. But when I think about when I do your spread, I'm going to keep that in mind, okay? Because it kind of forms like a clarifier for things, helps me see things, as a little peekaboo from the universe. So yeah, are things going to change for you? You certainly. Let's get started. All right, let's see what's going on for you, Cancer, for the last 2 weeks of November, Cancer. Listen, I do a traditional cult across spread. Y'all, gives the best overview, okay? And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Secondly, Cancer, y'all are amazing. Thanks so much for being here. This is going to be a big, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Cancer. I love my Cancers. Thanks so much for being here. And just looking at everyone's signs, I'm like, Cancers are really going to have some big changes. All right. Oh, yeah, you are. Oh my goodness. Okay. I like this. Definitely don't turn back. That is the biggest message, is don't turn back. And really keep an eye on finances as well, okay? Because that's where you're possibly going to be building a lot of structure. That's where you're going to feel. Here's the thing: Mars and Leo, right? What did I say? It's going retrograde in the beginning of December. It's going slower and slower and slower and slower every day. Mars does not like being in shadow. Mars is like, get me out of here. It feels like boxed up because he just wants to. So you may be feeling that too, okay? But there's some partnership stuff as well. Let's get started. You got the Eight of Pentacles. Love that energy for you. Eight of Pentacles. You've got your eyes on the prize. That's all I got to say. Okay, you got your eyes on the prize. You're making things happen. You are devoted. You are dedicated. You are diligent. You are determined. All the D words. Okay, you are doing it. You're doing it. All right. Now, going toward your legacy. There's some gold you got in mind. You got the Chariot in the heart of your spread too. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, when I talk about just not, you're moving forward. There's no question about it. You got goals. You got dreams. You're like nothing. Look at this. You tell me. First of all, this is your card. The Chariot is attributed to Cancer. You know that, right? All right. You tell me why the Chariot's here, if you take a close look, why he is in cement. You tell me, okay? He's not going back. He's moving. He ain't going back. He's moving forward. All right. So he's in it to win it, just like the Eight of Pentacles. Okay. Continue to move forward because what you're doing is you're going through this learning journey. You are learning a lot through everything that's happened the past few weeks for you, maybe even the year for you. You're like, nope, nothing's getting in my way. It's all about balancing those dualities in your life. And that may be the thing. Okay. You may say at this point, I don't even care. I don't even care which direction it goes because I'm in charge. Remember, I talked about willpower earlier. That's the Chariot, okay? Having that willpower. And there may be some mystery, some unknown in terms of which direction I'm going. But again, you're in the driver's seat, okay? You're in the driver's seat. You've got some power, okay? You got a lot of power, actually. Now, here's the thing. You got the Two of Pentacles, all right? So speaking about dualities, you got the Two of Pentacles in your challenge area. So have that moment, okay? For some of y'all, you're gonna pick a lane, right? When in terms of your path forward, know what lane it is. Trust your intuition. You are among the most intuitive signs, right? And so have that courage to move forward, to continue to move forward with that Two of Pentacles in your challenge area. So yeah, Pentacles, it can have to do with money. Doesn't necessarily mean, here's the thing, okay? You remember what I said, Sagittarius season, we're on the brink of a new moon in Sagittarius. You got Mercury in Sagittarius. So all of that, your sixth house, everyday activities. Okay. So you're going to start feeling the shift, but you get to be in the driver's seat. Now, the other thing is, yeah, a lot of y'all may have some opportunities come up. Okay. Big opportunities where you're going to have to maybe make a decision. All right. Like this is the path that I've chosen. Shall I let this go or should I prioritize this in my life? There's just too much happening. I got my hands in a lot of pots. All right. So think about the pots that you really want your hands in. You got the Ace of Cups and the Two of Cups. I mean, like, what is happening here? What is happening here? Okay, so Ace of Cups, yeah, you want something new, and that's what's driving you, okay? For a lot of y'all, oh yeah, it's love. It's love. It's a lot of love, and listen, this is super conscious love, right? Very, very strong in terms of sharing your life with someone else, like having someone else on your journey. It doesn't necessarily have to be love as in like romantically. It can be like a business partner, like, ooh, I love my business partner. It can be a boss. Ooh, I love my boss. Or best friend energy. Remember what I said, Romy and Michelle, whatever it is. You want it. You want it. You know, this is a Cancer card too, okay? And speaking of the fact that you got Mars and Leo, right? You see the lion here, a lot of passion, okay? So this is so transcendent. This is so like, I know where my heart is, okay? That's what's my fuel. That's what's driving me right now. I love the Ace of Cups, okay? We say it's the heart of tarot. Speaking of heart, that heart chakra energy. So you're seeking this new beginning. You're seeking to feel this overjoy of emotions, okay? Or, yeah, overjoy of emotions. Does that make sense? Yeah, it does. I'm saying it in my head, it's overjoy of emotions. Yeah. Okay. But you get what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. Okay. So Aces, new beginnings. New beginnings. What did I say? November 19th. Go for it. Okay. Now, you got the Seven of Swords in your future. So, two things here. One, remember what I said about Pluto. You're going to fear me, you're going to own me. So, some things that you may have to confront as you move forward. If you feel like you're hitting a wall, smash through it. Don't turn back. Now, it's okay to reassess things, to think about things from the past. With Mercury going retrograde, people from your past may be coming up. But it could also be people in your life right now where you're just like, I don't know. I got to think about this person, okay? Because this card is associated with like deceit, dishonesty, distrust, disloyalty, all of that. However, he's stealing swords in broad daylight. He's meant to be caught, all right? So don't avoid anything. The bigger message is you, okay? Don't not trust your intuition, all right? Make sure that you face everything that you have to face. If there's something you got to face, okay, because this is also being honest with yourself, all right? Yeah, you got the Knight of Pentacles clarifying that. Really love that. I mean, it's all of it. It's almost like you're on this mission, you're on this goal, right? You got this goal in mind. There may be a little bit of a speed bump, okay? Clear it, clear that air, and then just continue to move forward at this pace where you're building this structure, this stability with this Knight of Pentacles. Remember, money, big thing for you. Okay. So especially here with the Seven of Swords, just think about that. Okay. That is an Aquarius card. Remember Pluto moving into Aquarius in your 8th house. I remember what I said. There's some finance stuff there. Now you also got the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So this is someone who is in it to win it. All right. Just like this 8 of Pentacles, right? But you see, I'm going to show you something here. Way in the distance. Okay, you see those oak trees? Look at what is in his helmet. He's got the leaves from the oak trees, indicating this, I'm in it to win it because it represents longevity. Longevity. So again, building that structure for yourself. Let's get to your stuff. And in a financial aspect, don't forget, Pentacles are your physical reality as well. So what do you want to build moving forward? All right. Where you're going to be really happy about sowing your seeds and reaping your rewards. All right. In the long term. If you like this reading, by the way, my line, it'd be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I really do appreciate it. And you know, I love you, Cancer. I'm like passionate today. My Robert De Niro. All right, you know I love y'all. All right. Oh yeah, you're good. Yeah. Don't even. I mean, listen, Cancer. If there's anything, the other thing that I'm seeing here is like, yeah, with that Two of Pentacles, there could be something like, just don't distract yourself from something, okay? Don't distract yourself, especially with that Seven of Swords as well. Don't distract yourself from something that you know, like, okay, I gotta, find that balance, right? To find that balance. In order to find that balance, I gotta prioritize something, adjust something, recognize something, let something go, things like that. Now, you got the King of Pentacles too, okay? I love that. You got the Knight of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. So yeah, a big motivation for you could be money. It could be security. It could be wealth. And wealth comes in a lot of forms. Wealth means something to everyone in a different way, okay? But yeah, a lot of physical wealth. But it could be like your physical world, okay? Finding this abundance in your physicality, in your physical world, all right? With that King of Pentacles, I love that. I mean, Rich is king here. This is really wonderful. It'll be part of what your future is, what you're dreaming for yourself, what you want for yourself, but he's also a big protector, big provider, right? Big provider here. So there's a lot of family energy involved that I'm feeling, especially because you got the 10 of Cups as well. 10 of Cups, that's amazing. In your external factors area, like there is a finish line for you. There's a finish line for you. And it has everything to do with joy. It has everything to do with this nirvanic, elation, rapturous, happy everything. That's the 10 of Cups, okay? Happy couple, right? Partnership, still a big thing for you. Happy children, happy family, happy everything. It's the 10 of Cups. Cups, love, emotions, feelings, wonderment, even intuition, all of that. But moving into that, and I feel like that's kind of like the fuel for you, just this comfort and satisfaction, and again, just feeling that joy. That's probably why I said earlier, because the word was coming through. What did I say? Like the joy, the overjoy of emotions or something, but joy was coming through in a big way. And then there you go. Now you got judgment. Of course, you got judgment. I told you already, you're about to go through one of the biggest transformations of your life, a very spiritual transformation, too, especially with the fact that you've got Saturn and Neptune in Pisces in your ninth house of spirituality. Don't forget that. You got Jupiter and Gemini as well in your 12th house. That's another spiritual, right? Very spiritual realm. Judgment attributed to the planet Pluto moving into Aquarius. Okay, so that is part of your awakening. Remember, I've talked about the great awakening that we're all experiencing, that we're all going through, and you are as well. But it just seems like you want that moment because there's something that is either you've felt like you've woken up to something and you see something now, and it's just real, like deep down in your bones. You're like, like really seeking that meaningful life experience I create for myself and making sure that there's so much joy within it. Okay. Now you also got the Hangman and your final outcome. Like you're good, Cancer. I mean, when you get Judgment and the Hangman, wow, that's big. Okay. That's really, really big here. The Hangman. Yeah. Remember what I said, seeing things in a different way, shifting your perspective. You want this transformation. Why do you want this transformation? Because you got the Hangman. He comes right before the Death card, the card of transformation, preparing himself. So what did I say earlier? What I was feeling about surrendering some things, balancing something, adjusting things. It looks like there may be some things that you're going to completely surrender. And a lot of it can be how you see things, okay? To bring in this new sense of authority and confidence, and remember that willpower to move forward to everything that you want. You see the halo around his head. It's a lot of enlightenment here. I love this. I love this for you. You're good. You're absolutely good. You're good. Just continue to move forward. You're good. You're blessed here. You're blessed. This is really amazing. Just remember what flipped over the Tower, right? The little peekaboo from the universe. So now when you look at your spread, it seems like some of y'all want that. There may be some things that are happening in your life that you may not be happy about. So you could be bringing that Tower moment for yourself. You could be wanting that Tower moment for yourself, as in burn it down, build it up. Phoenix rising from the ashes, right? Remember, Pluto's moving into your 8th house. That's what it's all about. So some of y'all are not afraid for that. You're not afraid to have that moment. It's like you're inviting it in. Like, this isn't working. Let's start this. Like, you want something new. You want something new. I mean, like, it's all here. So again, absolutely love this for you, Cancer. Y'all are amazing. Just continue to move forward. Okay. Just have that, again, heart and soul energy. Identify what is that one thing that like a fear or a truth or it's something like that with that 7 of Swords. And again, it can be someone else. I'm really, if it's mostly you is the energy I'm getting, but if it is someone else, it's someone that's part of your journey. All right. You may just need to have a little chat. Cancer, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Next week, December, really, really big month. Really big month. We'll talk about it. Okay. We'll talk then. All right. Thanks so much, Cancer. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.